Alright, welcome back to Ratchet and Clank. On the last episode, I basically showed you an entry to what New Game Plus is all about. And on this episode, I did quite a bit of grinding. I did that method I showed you guys earlier in Blackwater, and I got quite a bit of bolts. In fact, this is about how much you're going to need to buy everything in New Game Plus. Like 480,000. But let's go ahead and finally get this Premium Nanotech. See what it's all about, because it's pretty damn costly. It's gonna run you whenever it decides to show up. Alright, there it goes. Ultra Nanotech for 30,000. And look at that. For those of you guys who are having trouble with this game, you can extend your Nanotech to 8. And at this point, pretty much the only way you're gonna die is if you fall in a pit. Alright, so now... yeah, this is actually the final episode. I'm really just showing you guys everything that's left to collect. But let's go ahead and pick up this Ryno. Because this is the most expensive thing in the game. So let's see if it's worth the price. So yeah, unless you want to play through the game quite a bit of times, your best bet is to just do this bulk glitch thing in Rogar. Otherwise, you're probably gonna have to end up playing through the game 2 or 3 times, so that you can collect the bolts necessary to buy everything. And remember, when you're buying the gold weapons, you're actually gonna need all the gold bolts. Alright, so I actually haven't triggered that. I came here just to unlock the so I can get access to those boxes and get out of bounds. Now, if you do this in New Game Plus with the bolt grabber, it's actually a lot faster. But I also combined that with speeding the game up, and I was able to get all these bolts in about 40-50 minutes. Now, if you have like auto fire, you can tie something to your controller. Or if you don't have auto fire, you can tie something to your controller and make sure that the O button is constantly pressed. And that way you can leave that collecting bolts and you can go off and do something else in the meantime. You can go the other route. I think it's probably a little faster if you just backtrack, if you've already gotten to the end of this level. Now where is... oh, here it is. See, 150,000, and the only downside to this weapon is you can't actually pick up ammo. You can only buy ammo. That's what I love about the Ryno too from Going Commando. You can actually pick up ammo, and it's actually quite a bit. You can pick up a fifth of the ammo. So, and just in terms of design, it's my favorite Ryno. Whoops. Alright, what's going on here? Come on. There we go. I don't know why that tends to glitch out sometimes.
This thing is heavy! Yeah, try carrying it around in your trench coat for 2 months.
Thank you, sir. We'll be sure to tell everyone about your services.
Listen, you little twerp. If you tell anyone what you saw or what we talked about...
Do I even have to say it?
Yous two have a nice day.
That's a funny little cutscene. Hey, but look at that, got the Ryno. What does this thing do? See, this weapon is really nice. I forgot how much, I think it's like 12 missiles or something that it shoots out. And it just wrecks, absolutely wrecks anything you shoot at it. In fact, this thing absolutely destroys the final boss, so... now getting this amount of bolts in your first playthrough is going to be rough, but you can definitely do that by revisiting planets. But yeah, that weapon absolutely cheeses the final boss. And the only thing left to collect now is the gold bolts. Or, not the gold bolts, the gold weapons. And you can get to that in Novalis. So yeah, wrapping up this Let's Play, it's been a lot of fun. I will be getting to every Ratchet game at some point, so stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna go back to RPGs for a bit, and then we'll get back to Going Commando. Or Going Commando will be the next game we play on this Ratchet and Clank series. I'm gonna go through all of them in release order. So let's see, Tesla Claw 60,000. Now normally, trust me, I would have had this ball by now, but by the time I had enough to buy that, I was already doing that bulk glitch. So Bomb Glove was 20,000. I thought that was less. Seems I've miscalculated. Although that one is still worth it. So Devastator 60,000, Processor 30,000, Mind Glove 10,000. The Blaster is 20,000. The Morpher is 20,000. It's funny hearing that song back to back. Okay, it looked like I actually, wow. Looks like I overestimated the amount. I did not have to go that high because I still have 80,000 bolts left. Well, let's go ahead and actually show these weapons. Now, in terms of this decoy glove, because all these gold weapons have upgraded perks. As you can see, the color changed completely. Now it's red and Ratchet is black. And he absolutely absorbs a lot more HP at this point. The other one was very, was kind of sucky. It didn't last very long, but look at that. Absorbs a lot of hits and it blows up on, once it runs out of HP, it just blows up, which is pretty nice. You get to take out some enemies. The gold Tesla Claw, my favorite weapon in the game. And as you can see, it's now green. It's stronger, so as you can see, it's killing enemies a lot quicker than it would if it wasn't. Also seems to be more responsive, but let's see. As you remember, this would turn enemies into chickens, but it would be like very small. As you can see now, they're huge, which is pretty cool. Alright, what is that? That's 3 out of the 7. The Devastator is actually pretty cool. Now this one's really expensive, so let me get these enemies out of the way. And I think this is a good spot to show these. So if you shoot this, as you can see, some of the missiles, it ricochets. In fact, that's exactly how this blaster works as well. Which I really enjoyed the blaster upgrade. As you can see, the bullets ricochet. Suck Cannon, I've already showed the Suck Cannon. That's just, it allows you to suck 10 enemies instead of 5 now. And I think with this, it just has a stronger range. Whoops. Let me go ahead and fall down here. Yeah, I believe what this upgrade does is it just increases the range. And it's stronger, of course. Now, funny enough, this, look at that. They're a lot bigger than they were before. Whoops. Already show the blaster, so I should have got the flamethrower earlier. I think this just makes it stronger as well, but I like the green lava. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, awesome upgrades. This makes playing through New Game Plus that much funner. And what I forgot to mention as well is the weapons themselves are gold, but you picked up on that already. And this bomb glove is amazing. In fact, this, considering what you pay for, this is the absolute best deal. This and the Suck Cannon. So you see the blast radius on this is much bigger now. Yeah, that is all 10 of the gold weapons. You actually don't get a gold Taunter, Drone Device, Visibomb, Walloper, or Ryno, but to be honest, you don't need it for the Ryno because the Ryno is already very powerful. Same goes for the Visibomb gun, it's already very strong. Walloper, I don't really see what they could have done with this. Drone Device is already very useful, and then the Taunter doesn't... It's not really a weapon used to fight, so... Yeah, that pretty much wraps up Ratchet and Clank. I've had a lot of fun, and stay tuned for Final Fantasy IV. I'm going to be playing the PSP version, that's going to be my next Let's Play, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And I will begin to Going Commando soon enough after that, so... Yeah. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I had a lot of fun playing Ratchet King. This was a very important game to my childhood. And I'll catch you guys on the next part. This is the finale of Ratchet and Clank. Catch you guys on Final Fantasy IV. Have a good one.